up, everyone? Here are my predictions for the new conference alignment. Now, this won't take place until the year 2025 when Texas and OU leave the Big 12 and join the SEC. But here is how the conferences will change. I have one of two scenarios that will happen. First, the Big 12 falls apart completely with the remaining teams going to these conferences. The Big 10 takes in the third highest money-making school, Kansas, along with West Virginia, which is the fourth highest money-making school. And it makes sense for Kansas and West Virginia with them both getting more money in the process. They both would take the Big 10 considering that they would make the most money with them. The ACC already has 14 teams, but doesn't want to fall behind the SEC and Big 10 even more. And since they lost out on their first choice, which would have been West Virginia, they add Baylor and Oklahoma State University. This gives them more reach to players and fans in those powerhouse states. The Pac-12 scoops in and takes Texas Tech and Iowa State, which are some high revenue schools, and they're the closest ones to them to get out of the teams left. That leaves Kansas State and TCU both falling out of the Power 5 conferences and end up joining the American Athletic Conference. Now, this is a revenue hit for both schools, but Kansas State pretty much generated the same amount of money as the other AAC schools. The second scenario, the Big 12 ends up staying together and they invite Houston and Cincinnati to their conference, leaving the AAC scrambling to add teams. This makes sense due to the fact that Houston and Cincinnati are two of the top 4 earners in the AAC. Cincinnati just edges out UCF due to Cincinnati's geographical location being closer to Big 12 schools. The other conferences don't add anyone because there isn't a team left in the AAC that will allow them to add more revenue to their conference. The lowest revenue schools in the Big 10 and ACC make more than the highest AAC schools, and the Pac-12 wouldn't add a team that far away with such little revenue gain. Now, I hate to see what's going on in the college football world, but it's all about money now. Texas makes the most money out of any college football program despite not being very good over the past 10 years, and OU is inside the top 10 money-making schools. So it's understandable why the SEC added these schools. The Big 10 actually made the most money out of all the conferences last year due to COVID, with the numbers being $768 million for the Big 10, $728 million for the SEC, $533 million for the Pac-12, $496 for the ACC, and then $409 billion for the Big 12. Now, with Texas and OU coming into the SEC will be making the most money out of any football conference. So I don't see the Big 10 and ACC or the Pac-12 sitting on the sidelines watching the SEC take over the college football world. So don't be surprised if we have a huge college football shakeup, like a merger between the ACC and the Big 12. So let me ask you this question. What do you think will happen to the Big 12 or the college football conferences? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys, thank you for watching this video. If you can, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe video if you want to see more football content, and I'll see you guys in the next huddle. Ready, break!